As a hirer of many young people, I am dismayed to discover that many post-secondary institutions that are teaching social media marketing today conflate social with content. All of their students are coming out wonderfully prepared to craft a tweet or create an animated GIF, but many of them don't realize that this is not social.
I don't get it.
Wait. You thought that content marketing was social too? Okay, so today I'm going to cover ground that I've covered before, but specifically address the apples and oranges, which is content and social. My name is Tara, and this is Truly Social. Because I am the queen of all the world. Kidding, but I have been doing this stuff for almost 20 years.
Well, isn't that special?
I have defined what is social with the following parameters. Number one, social must include a two or more way interaction. This means that there's an exchange of something that is both written and read by two or more parties, and you can swap out written for any sort of media like video, audio, image, and you can swap out read for any sort of action like watched, listened, inhaled. You get my drift. There is a reason that the web is talked about as read, write, whereas the previous media was read only. So by this definition, content posted to social platforms can definitely be social, right? I post this video and you have the opportunity to comment or speak back to me with another video, which I can see. It's not like TV where we all yell at the screen, but the screen can never hear you or answer back. Although I wonder how that works now that supposedly our TVs are listening to us. Now there are more parameters than just a two-way interaction though. Number two is that post or video or the image or the like needs to have the intention of creating or building relationships between those specific parties. So here are some social examples. If I send a voice recording to a friend to tell her I'm thinking about her, or comment on a new contact's Instagram post with a helpful suggestion, these are social interactions. I'm building personal connections with these people, two-way. But this video, I hate to admit it, but I'm posting it now to send you a one-way message, or send a general group of people a one-way message. Your comments and suggestions in the comments below are social. They are personal messages that are intended to get a personal response, and if I respond, that's also social. But my video itself, in essence, is pretty one-way. It's not personal, it's a general message. Of course, I can create and post content that is intended for a very specific group, like friends, family, a smaller community. Like for instance, a Facebook rant on how I feel about the new season of Stranger Things. Bitchin. But there is an intended two-way relationship fostering there. By posting it, I want to engage my friends, family, connections in a discussion on this matter. Now, of course, I'm hoping that they all agree with me, which is rarely the case, but the post wasn't about trying to push out a message publicly that I wanted people just to listen to and absorb.
That's it. I don't know and I don't care.
The third parameter is that the interaction should add value to all parties involved, all of the parties. This value could be as simple as warm fuzzies. Now this parameter is a bit of a non sequitur, as most content is disqualified in that second parameter being that it is one-to-many. But here is where it comes into play. Person A sends a message to you on Instagram.
I love your style.
You respond,
Thanks, I just checked you out and I love your style too.
and then they reply,
Here's a coupon for 25% off merchandise in my shop.
How disappointing, right? There was a social interaction meant to build a relationship, but the interaction was one-sided. The commenter wanted you to buy their stuff, not to be their friend.
I'm not your friend, buddy!
So in summary of all of the parameters here, content calendars meant for planning when you're going to be pushing out messages, edutainment videos posted to disseminate useful lessons in an entertaining way to a large audience, perfectly posed and filtered images on Instagram intended to show your audience how amazing your life is. None of this is social. It's content and it's intended to get attention and engagement, but that isn't social. It's very one way. So then, when is content social? Ever? Well, there are some examples, like tweet chats, live streams, town halls, meetups, and other live events intended to strike up conversations with your audience. Those are social. The content is intended to be more than one way. You're there to chat back and forth and listen, has the intention of building those relationships. You get to know people who follow you by name and maybe even forge new, deeper connections with people you already know, and is intended to add value for everyone. Your audience interacts and gets to know one another and gets to feel heard. Another example is conversations that do happen in the comments or forums below because of the content. These interactions are very social. If you comment below,
well, I disagree because this, and this.
and I comment back and we have a discussion, that's where the social occurs. Now, social is propelled because of content, and that's where the important connection is made. But in essence, nothing that is planned or structured is social. Think of it this way. The social media version of social is what we've always done as human beings. The only difference is that we have bigger public forums, so we can meet people from all over the world while being social, not just locally. If you compare the online with the offline, would you call something like a speech social?
Mike's not working.
No, it's one-to-many. Do you carefully script and plan out your conversations with friends? Now, if you hesitate to answer that, you may need a little bit of help with being social in general. Social is human and imperfect and spontaneous. Content is great and essential and actually can help you lead to social, but is not social in itself. So that leads me to the next question. If brands are really very focused on content marketing, can they ever be truly social? Well, that's a question for another episode. And if you want to know when that episode comes out, don't forget to subscribe and/or follow me. My name is Tara, and this has been Truly Social.